It's the Soul Fantasy Show, Soul Fan Show. Hey, it's the Soul Fantasy Show live for June 17th, 2020. Going over the top picks, plays, and studs for Toronto and Miami, Draftkings, and Fanduel. If you have not, please subscribe to this channel. We ain't like those little other DFS channels, those fake ones. I got raw data. I'm not just plugging in lineups on Draftkings and Fanduel. I will go to Draftkings and Fanduel for you when I get home. But I got real data, and I got plenty of other sources that I can get data at when there's a real NBA season. Now, right on top, we have Karl Anthony Towns, Pascal Siakam, and Lowry. Karl Anthony Towns has a 50% chance to get 45 to 60 fantasy points. 74, 82, 64. If you get fucked over, it's a 35. I don't think that's going to happen. 50 plus fantasy points. He's definitely a good captain possibility. 50-50 on both sides. 10-6 on FanDuel. During the season, he had 50, 57, 42, 51. He's always in the 50s. 1,187 minutes played. A plus minus of 15. 316 field goals made. 622 attempted. He gets to the line a lot. 378 rebounds. 153 assists. And a small turnover ratio. All right, so Karl Anthony Towns is the sole stud of the day. 1.55 fantasy points per minute with a mid-range matchup. All right, Pascal Siakam. People play him. He has a good chance to get 30 to 45 fantasy points. That's probably where he's going to land. There's an outside chance that he gets 66 fantasy points, and that's very tough. He's probably just going to hit 4 times value. He's only 8-7 on FanDuel. He attempted a lot of field goals, 1,000. He made half of them. 400 rebounds, 200 assists, and an 11% turnover ratio. So he's solid, getting 50s. But then he gets 30. Then he gets 36, 36, 29. So one day he's on, one day he's off. Is today the day that he is on? All right, his last 5 games are 53, 47, 33, 52, and 37. So his last 5 against Milwaukee were 37, 26, 27, 43, 20. Didn't do too well against Milwaukee. When he played Milwaukee, but yeah. I don't know why I'm saying Milwaukee. Minnesota. All right, I get these teams mixed up. Yeah, Karl Anthony Towns is my man today. I like Karl Anthony Towns. Kyle Lowry is a little expensive. He has a 50% chance to get 30 to 45 fantasy points and a 32% chance to get up to 60 fantasy points. Chalk him in for 40 fantasy points at 4 times value. You have a lot of guys who can play today. D'Angelo Russell, Fred VanVleet, Serge Ibaka, all good plays. 42% chance to get 30 to 45. 60% chance to get 40 to 35. Look, Fred VanVleet is a much better option than D'Angelo Russell today. 7-4 on FanDuel. 1,700 minutes played. Let me just show you this video real quick and get on with it.
That's also true in the NBA, where players are reportedly split about if finishing the season is the best way to create change. On one side, we got players like Pat Beverly, who's so ready to play he threw in with LeBron. And if you know their history, you know it's pretty much impossible to tell if he's being sarcastic.
Was that sarcasm?
Then there are players like Dwight Howard who think that games will only distract from the current moment, which is pretty much what Kyrie Irving said last week in an inspiring conference call, according to Yahoo Sports' Chris Haynes. Of course, if all you saw was this Woj bomb, you would think Kyrie Irving was being a disruptor. Which reminds me, ESPN is owned by Disney, so what exactly is Kyrie disrupting?
They would play these games at various courts. They have multiple courts on the Disney Sports Complex. I've been there. It's fabulous.
Oh, cool. I get it. Meanwhile, in the NFL, most of the beef is between players and a few internet trolls.
Internet trolls are truly predators of society.
Baker Mayfield responded to one who assumed the Browns QB wouldn't kneel for the anthem. And J.J. Watt informed another that kneeling has nothing to do with the military. And as long as we're giving trolls some air, we gotta talk about the baseball owners. This weekend, Major League Baseball signed a $3 billion deal with TBS.
Wow, that's a lot of money.
That's in the midst of a work stoppage where owners are claiming that they're so poor they can't even pay for a full season. Cardinals chairman Mike DeWitt even said last week that the industry isn't very profitable. Oh, well, let's take a look. So DeWitt took over the team right here in 2008 when it was worth $480 million. Seems like a lot of money, right? But now, way over here on the top right there, $2.2 billion.
Billion?
$2.2 billion isn't profitable? Yo, if $2.2 billion makes you poor, well then sign me up, baby. Because I guess I've been rich all my life. It's time to try what poor I'm talking about. How about this? Why don't you give away your $2.2 billion to me and we'll both be poor together?
I have here with me Senator Bill Dodd of District 3 in California to answer a few questions on what he proposes for the legalization of sports gambling in California. How are you, Senator?
I'm just fine, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Of course, yeah. Like I mentioned earlier, California is one of the slower moving states when it came to legalizing sports wagering, but seems to be picking up. Does the COVID-19 pandemic affect this timetable at all? Did it fast forward the process for you?
I think it fast forwarded the interest in this, obviously with a huge $54 billion deficit looming, the idea of getting $500 to $800 million a year off of the type of gaming that's already happening illegally anyway has been attractive.
So under this current legislation, would mobile sports betting be available, or would it strictly just be betting at the sports books?
It would be both. We'd have bricks and mortar, mostly at the tribal entities, the tribal casinos throughout the state of California, and horse race tracks. They would have the ability to do, they would all have the ability to do both bricks and mortar and online mobile betting.
So California has tons of professional sports teams as well as collegiate teams. Would there be limits to what teams you could bet on?
Not now in this initiative. I think there are other states that have that don't allow the betting of any of their state teams. They have provisions in there that the NCAA teams within the state you wouldn't be able to bet on. I have yet to have anybody talk to me and tell me why that's really a bad thing.
Senator, when would California voters see this on the ballot?
It would be on the ballot this coming November. And if it passes, we would have a framework to do bricks and mortar starting September of 2021, September 2022. You could sign people up for mobile sports betting in September 2023, full-on sports betting on the mobile devices.
I had a great meeting with our team today. Our players expressed their feelings as individuals and as team members. They helped me see through their eyes how the t-shirt affected their hearts. Once I learned how that network felt about Black Lives Matter, I was disgusted and knew it was completely unacceptable to me. I want to apologize to all members of our team, former players, and their families for the pain and discomfort that has been caused over the last 2 days. Black lives matter to me. Our players matter to me. These meetings with our team have been eye-opening and will result in positive changes for Oklahoma State football. I sincerely hope the Oklahoma State family, near and far, will accept my humble apology as we move forward.
one.
Thompson again.
So that was the news for you today. I'm the only one bringing news straight at you with DFS. So we got sports news and DFS all in one pack, getting you the right picks, getting you information you need to know about sports to follow sports. You definitely need to be on that. D'Angelo Russell, 47, 42, 43, 46, 44, 51, 45, 32. D'Angelo Russell is a fine option, but I am definitely a little bit more interested in Fred VanVleet. All right, so now there's a whole shit array of crumb bum players that are at the bottom of the barrel that you might have to play. Norman Powell, Thurston Powell the third. Oh man, we got more people from Gilligan's Island. 17, 42, 35, 38, 21. All right, Norman Powell is a pretty good option. 7,200. He's still going to hit 4 times value and get 30 fantasy points. He's 5-4 on Fanduel. Plus minus a 179. 500 field goals attempted and almost 300 made. 600 and 161 rebounds made. 78 assists. 64 turnovers, which is 10%. All right. So we have OG, the old dirty bastard, OG. 18, 28, 45, 24, 14. He has a 40% chance to get 15 to 30 fantasy points. Sorry about that, guys. I keep getting interrupted during this video. Malik Beasley. He's right there. 16. Oh man. Jarrett Culver, Josh Odogi, and Terrence Davis. So they are also good options. All right, and we still have a lot more to go. We have Hollis Jefferson, who has a 10% chance to get 30. He's going to get 15 to 30 though. 18. McCall, he's only a stack. Chris Boucher, look at that. Amari Spellman is 7 times value. Kellen Martin is 10 times value. Evan Turner is 10 times value. Jacob Evans, Powell, they're all 7 times value. Look at that. Jordan McLaughlin, he's not 1,000. He's 1,600. And he is actually 3,800 on FanDuel. So he's a very good option to put in today. All right. He made a lot of his field goals. 50 rebounds, 14 assists, turnover ratio. But he does it. 33, 22, 22. I don't care if he gets 30 fantasy points. Sometimes 22, when you get 70 out of somebody like Karl Anthony Towns, will do it for you, baby. All right, real quick, let's just look at the usage rate for you. So, Towns 29 and Siakam 29. Russell 31. All right, those are the top 3 plays other than Fred VanVleet that I like the most. I also like Fred VanVleet. I like OG a little bit, even though he only has 15% chance. You can take a look at these usage rates here. Let me get it in for you. Take a look at the bottom tiers. Nas Reed, 24% usage rate. Right down to Malcolm Miller, 10%. So all these guys are getting use. Everybody in here. They're all playing games with people's hearts. All right, we're done with that. So let's go over to Lineup Optimizer. And put Karl Anthony Towns right square in our captain. There he is. All right, so... And that's not a good one. All right, so I forgot about Marcus Saul. You could play him. All right, here's a good one. All right, let's get Karl Anthony's 16.5, Russell's 14. Let's VanVleet. Let's somehow get him in with Russell. Look at that. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Things are starting to go well for us. Look at this. Look at this beauty. Look at this. Jefferson Davis, you could go. Hernandez, Spellman. Remember we saw Spellman? So then we can get Powell in there. There we go. Karl Anthony Towns, Fred VanVleet, D'Angelo Russell, Marcus Saul, or one of those guys, possibly Terrence Davis, Norman Powell, Thurston Powell III from Gilligan's Island, and Omari Spellman. Very nice. All right, here's one with Siakam, D'Angelo Russell. Would not probably avoid Beasley. Beasley was up there, but you know, you could go McLaughlin to save a lot of money. So you can get, so you can think, put Marcus Saul down here. Put Karl Anthony Towns down there, and you still have money to get rid of OG Bastard. And put Norman Powell in. Look at this beauty. Pascal Siakam at the captain spot. D'Angelo Russell, McLaughlin, Powell, Karl Anthony Towns, and Marcus Saul. They are beauty lineups. Beautiful lineups. Surge if you're desperate. Terrence Davis or Josh. Or go Russell and Beasley. Or you go Fred and Powell to keep these lined up with Kyle in there. Kyle, but I would definitely put Towns in over Kyle. So let's just try Kyle here. We'll keep Towns in. We'll try to get Russell in. Now, what do we have to do? We have to get rid of Surge. And who do we put in? The best looking motherfucker we can find, which is Boucher possibly. I don't know about Boucher, but Davis. Davis, yeah, Davis is all right. Powell, Ibaka, Van Bleep. Let's try to get hundreds. Marcus Saul is a 97. Oh, dirty bastard. Is, no, he's a 100. Yeah. If you want to put a lineup like that, you got to get Towns out, unfortunately. But I don't want to do that. Put Siakam there. I like Lowry over Siakam. But I definitely want Towns in my lineup one way or another. I do. So, here you're going to have to just Freddie. Freddie's dead. Ibaka's too expensive. 8-4. Cutler. Put Cutler in. No. There we go. Look at that. Kyle Lowry as my captain. Karl Anthony Towns, Michael Beasley, Fred VanVleet, Marcus Saul, and Jared Cutler. All right, guys. If you already haven't, please subscribe to this channel. My first flight was canceled, so I've got a new flight tonight at 11. So I won't have videos for. I probably will have videos. I might be able to do them on the plane. Just check up, subscribe. So you know, because I'm putting out some videos just for subscribers without any tags or anything. Those are like LOL videos and some NFL and MLB videos. They're not going to have covers. They're not going to have tags. They're for subscribers only. They're not really meant for people out on YouTube to find them. So, and we always have the news in here. We're the only DFS channel with the fucking news, funny jokes. We're going to have more staff, more people. We're going to have experts. We have, if you want to, I will show you my stats, my YouTube dashboard stats. We have about a small percentage of girls starting to join the channel. We have a large percent of men between 18 and, 60 years old. And I'll show you that if you want. Show you whatever you want. Nothing's a secret here. This channel is for you guys. It's for the user, for my people, the subscribers. I'm gonna put videos out that only subscribers will be able to see because it'll pop up in your feed. You're definitely gonna get what you deserve. All right, it's the Soul Fan Show.